Some years ago, I went on stage as a comedian in Cargo Falls, Ohio. It was called Hilarities at the time, and I won first place. And one of the reasons I won first place, one of the reasons was I dressed like I was retarded. No, not retarded. People retarded dress pretty good. I dressed like I didn't have no sense. I'll put it like that, yeah. And what I mean by that is I had two pair of pants on. Okay, so I had one pair of pants on me. The second pair was down by my knees. And it was illustrating this thing that's been going on for years that women are now, just now, saying something about. Before, they wasn't. When the rappers came on the stage and set the tone for the drawers showing, pants down by your ankles, and your drawers showing. And they're funky drawers. And the woman was telling the young men, that looks cute, that looks cute. Then now they got the young men wearing barrettes in their hair. Can you believe that? Barrettes. A lot of men wear barrettes in their hair. Tongue rings. Both earrings. It's okay. They're wearing the same hairstyles as women now. Women ain't got a chance no more. And now, and I see them, this crazy part is this. Now I see older men in their 50s and 60s, 40s, 50s and 60s, pants down, following the young rappers. You're supposed to be the lead. But you're following the young guys, because all the young guys are getting all the girls, because the girls they're getting is ratchet, and they like that style of pants down. So you want to try to follow them to get some of these older chicks, or I don't know. But when your pants are down and you're in a restaurant or serving food, I've seen this. I've seen young men in McDonald's, Burger King, whatever, and their pants are down and their drawers are showing. And I'm supposed to eat the food that he's serving me. It makes you not want to eat. I went to Cracker Barrel, and a young man had his pants down, and you can see a dirty drawers. Don't make a difference whether dirty or clean. The fact is, he had dirty drawers on. And he was with his mother, and they was eating together. And I asked his mother, "Are you embarrassed that your son drawers are showing in front of everybody in the restaurant, and all the white folks looking at him like he's crazy? You don't know what's going on, because to him it's normal. Why? Because the women that he hang around with tell him it's cute. See, we do everything for women. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. Everything we do it not for ourselves. We do it to please the women. And if the women, if y'all give us the green light and say it's cute, we're going to do it more so. So what was going on was the young ladies saw the rappers on stage, and they had their pants down, their drawers showing, and they was running around the stage, and the girls were going crazy. So the guys started doing it. You got to understand, there's always somebody going to start to mess off. Gangster rap, whatever. Now you got young men that's not trying to learn how to read, right? They're trying to learn how to wear their pants down and please the women. You ask almost any man in jail the reason why they're locked up. When you come down to the common denominator, it's all about chicks, young ladies. Tony Montana said what? You get the power first, then the young ladies. He said you get the, how he said, you get the money, the power, then the women, in that order. And Scarface, when he said that, the guys went crazy. They did exactly what they were doing, exactly what he said do. And see, these guys are rich when they play these movies. You're not rich, but you're going to try to play the part of a man with his pants down. And this style went on for, what was going on for at least 30 years. That's a long time for a style not to change. Usually it changed within a few years. But the more nasty, the more demonic, the more abrasive, the more disobedient it looks, the more it's attractive to the young ladies. Because if there's a young man that's doing good in school and he gets a scholarship and he's going to college for chemistry, oh, they don't want him. See, because he's not a thug. And now they got Pop the Balloon. You might have heard that. It's a series they have on TV every day. On Pop the Balloon, Find a Real One, they have these older ladies, grandmothers, aunties, trying to find a man. And they look horrible. And they let them know, I want a thug. I don't want somebody decent. I want somebody that can slap me around, and call me names, you know, and just be violent. I like that. It makes the bed more exciting. Then they find out it's not what they really want, but then it's too late. And I don't understand how things have changed where now the mothers and grandmothers are competing against the daughters for young men. Then they're spending millions of dollars getting caulking and installation put up their butts to make it bigger. It's already big already, but they want more caulking and more installation and more, you know, drywall in their butts. And you can always tell when they overdo it because it's kind of sags. And I remember seeing a lady, she had to weigh 110 pounds. And I was at work in Bakersfield, California, and my partner, we was driving, and I seen this lady, and I seen something behind her. And I didn't know what it was, but all I know, we was driving, and it took a long time to pass her up. And I'm like going, why is it taking so long to pass her up? Because as she was walking with her 110-pound self, she had a buffet butt like a table. You can actually eat dinner on that thing. And it stuck out and dropped. And she thought she was the stuff. I mean, she thought she was bad. I was saying, does she know how stupid she looked? Now, come on, y'all. You gotta cut this eyebrow thing, eyelashes. The Chinese are selling y'all some stuff, and they're selling you because they know you got you don't have better sense not to know how to not to buy it. So now they're buying eyelashes with the size of my fingers, and I was in church, and a lady asked me if I wanted a fan. I said no, because the lady behind me, she's fanning me with her eyelashes, so I'm just fine. I feel like I'm in air conditioning. You just fan it. Well, great. Thank you very much anyway for your offer for the fan. I got a fan behind me. And I went to a Church of Chicken. A lady had shaved her eyebrows off and put them way up here. And then she had these eyelashes that came out that was so long. And the way she had her makeup, she looked surprised at all times. She looked like that. And I went to, whoa, what's going on? What's wrong? What you mean what's wrong? Oh, never mind. I didn't tell her. I just, you look surprised. Oh, I'm not surprised. Okay, we sure look surprised. She had a permanent surprise look on her face because she shaved her eyebrows off and put them on the top of her head. This is, can't make this up. Then she had the fans on her eyes. And as you order the chicken, she would move them, the fans up and down, and the eyebrows, and she looked like this. And man, I was like, these women, man, whoa! You know, you got to have some vice grips just to get the eyebrows off. Vice grips. And, you know, I mean, what are you doing? Who are you doing this for? Who likes this? Did some guy say y'all look cute? Y'all don't look good with that. You got to know, if you put on eyelashes, put on the kind that makes you look natural. So when you put on these ones that's like 4 inches long, everybody knows they're fake. And you think you're impressing the guys competing against other women, you look stupid. And those are the ones that's ratchet. Now, I've seen other women wear them too, but when you have eyebrows that's 4 inches long, or look 4 inches long, it looks bad. But again, we do things for women, you know. If it's going to get women to like us, we're going to go way out our way to do it. It's just the way men are. We try to please women, period. And most guys, they're in jail because they try to get the money they need to impress their ladies. And in doing so, they get caught. Now they got to do 4 or 5 years in jail on account of you trying to impress some girl. And, you know, it's just the way it is. If you go somewhere and you know, if a guy looks at your lady, just looked at her. He ain't trying to make no. He's not trying to make attempt to get her. He just looks at her. He's not staring at her. She's there. Let's just say she's attractive. And she's attractive, and he looks at her. Then the guy gets mad. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Look, I'm gonna tell you something about that. If you got a woman that you're with, if you're the only one looking at her, she's pretty ugly. But if other guys looking at her, that's paying you a compliment unspoken. See, I lived through that. See, and that's why I don't fight over my wife even when she was younger, because my wife knows how to handle herself around men. And my wife got a bad habit. She got a habit. I'll say habit. She got a habit when you talk to strange men. She always bring up the love of God in prayer. That just messed everything up. I mean, mess everything. I've been there. I've had this Jehovah's Witness. I had this Jehovah's Witness come to my door, and she wanted to talk before I got married. And she taught me to go into her church. And she had about 4 or 5 other old ladies with her. And they all dressed like old ladies, you know, long dresses, all that, like old maids. But man, she was fine. And I was trying my best to talk her into giving me some time with her, one-on-one. And she kept talking about Christ, and it messed everything up. I'm trying to get you be my woman or just talk with me and, you know, see what I can do. And you talking about God. We talking about God just messed everything up. When you bring up God, if a man trying to rap to a woman that he sees in the store, and my wife, it happened to her too, and they go like, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Amy." And she said, "Well, I'm married." "Well, baby, what they got to do? What they got to do with me?" And she said, "You know, God is real good." "Oh man, we got to go on now. Never mind. It's all right." They get irritated and they walk away. That's a demon in them. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. If you're the only one looking at your wife, she's definitely not attractive. So you can't go around and get mad at everybody looking at your lady if she looks like something. Because I mean, it's just the way it is, you know. Now it's just the way it is. So you have to understand. When I go to work, I used to drive by North High School or Bookto High School, and I know the ladies, I know the young ladies. I'm not stupid. I know the young ladies, they're not trying to learn anything. The ones that's not trying to learn anything are wearing the mini skirts way up to their butts, wearing the outfits where their breast showing. They're not trying to learn nothing. They're trying to get the guys to pay attention to them. They're trying to find some young man they can hang on to say it's theirs. Then you say you find one. Now the other girls are mad, so now they compete against you trying to grab it. It's crazy. You don't go to school to have sex or mate. You go to school to learn how to read and write. You can pull that off and get a scholarship for sports, whatever. Get your education. Get your education while you're young. Take your body and put it to use. Your eyes, your ears, your mind. Learn something. Keep your education in focus, and you'll be so glad you get older. Then now it's time to decide what you want to do in life, because now you got a job, you got a home, now you can make some moves. But when you're stupid, you can't make no move. I had a lot of women. I'll never forget this. I know a lot of women that I met when I was younger. At that time, I was in Job Corps, I was in trade schools all over, and I was getting a lot of education. And I remember this girl told me, I asked her, I said, you know something, I like you. She said, well, I don't like you because, see, you ain't no thug. You just square. You trying to learn how to do things. You trying to learn how to build houses and do plumbing, electric, and all that. I went to school for accounting in college, and she got mad at that, and it's sad. So it's time to pick ourselves up and do the right thing. As black people, black young people, we have to think about what you're doing. Watch your temper. Watch your temper. Watch your temper. Don't get mad at everything somebody say. If someone doesn't like you, if you're in school, and someone don't like you because you look decent and you're trying to get an education and you're not paying attention to the young men because you're trying to get an education, every now and then they'll hit on you and you tell them I'm trying to get my education. They'll get frustrated and leave you and go to the next victim. Don't be the victim. They'll go to the next victim. And they're going to find a victim because they got some stupid young ladies in school and they ain't trying to learn how to read and write. And then when they get out of school, the first thing they want to do is fight the girl that got her man. And then the man wasn't yours from the start. You ain't married to him. He trying to get all the sex he can from somebody else. And here you come mad because he done got somebody else he doing something with, and you mad because he was doing it with you first. Now he doing it with her. Now y'all fighting over him, and he don't belong to neither one of y'all Negroes. Yeah, man, it's sad. It's bad. It's bad. So go to school to learn how to read and write. Go to church, go to Sunday school. Find out what God wants you to do. Keep God in your prayers. Read your Bible, talk with God, ask God to help you with some common sense, ask God for some wisdom. I had young girls tell me, I'm young. I should be allowed to give my body away because I look so good. I look so good that it would do me a disservice not to have a bunch of guys dealing with me. I'm just so pretty. I'm so pretty. Everybody wants me. And you spend those years and spend them up with the guys. Now you're at a certain age where now life really counts. And you're older. Now it's time to get a job. It's time to do something. It's time to. And look, I know a lot of girls got 3 and 4 and 5 kids already. So they can't get a job because they can't find a babysitter. They try to put them off on their mother. The mother may not want to be bothered because she's trying to be like you. She's trying to go behind you, trying to get some of your young men and just madness all the way around. It's just a mess. So we got to straighten up as a people and think about our futures now, and it will pay off. So with that, I'll see you guys later. 19, that's not bad. Okay.